And of course, a lot of companies, American companies that try to compete globally, if a lot of their components of their production go up in price, we're going to hit Americans with tariffs on, a lot of things that are coming in from Canada, energy. Well, now U.S. energy is going to be more expensive. Well, now a U.S. company that needs energy is going to have to pay more money for oil and gas. Doesn't that reduce the competitiveness of that company relative to other companies who could buy energy without having to pay those U.S. tariffs? So I don't think it's a necessarily a great way to protect your own business. But the reason in theory that it works is because it increases prices of foreign imports, which is exactly what is going to happen. Look, a lot of houses burned down in California that they need to be rebuilt. Well, a lot of that lumber comes in from Canada. Well, now that lumber is going to be subject to a 25% tariff. So that is going to increase the cost of building. It's going to increase the cost of insurance, because if your house burns down, they have to rebuild it. Well, if it's made of wood, and the wood is going to be a lot more expensive because of these tariffs, don't you think the insurance companies are going to raise their premiums because they know that the tariffs have increased the cost of wood? And even if the wood that is used in a particular house didn't come from Canada, it's still going to be more expensive, because the domestic wood is going to be more expensive because there's going to be less competition from the Canadian wood, right? There's going to be less lumber coming in, so the domestic supply of lumber is going to go down. And so prices are going to go up. Now, look, the U.S. has to eventually produce more. I mean, the world is going to cut us off on their own eventually. They're going to get tired of accumulating these IOUs. They're going to realize that our orchard is gone and we have a golf course, right? We don't have the factories. We don't have the capacity to make good all these IOUs. We are living off of the charity of the rest of the world. They're supplying us with all this stuff that we do not produce. Also think about it this way. What if Donald Trump raised the tariffs not to 25%, but to 200%, 300%, right? What if Donald Trump made the tariffs so high that no more imports at all came into the United States, right? Imports were now so expensive that no goods whatsoever came into the United States. Who was the biggest loser in those circumstances?